What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. I had some people comment, they wanted to know how the truck drives and everything, so in today's video that's what we're going to be going over. But before we do that, like and subscribe and let's get started. Alright guys, so we're out here on the highway driving the Canyon. Like I said before, people were asking me how the drive feels on this truck, how it feels driving the truck. I've owned big trucks, like I've had a Ram 1500. My previous car was a Mustang, so I've had sports cars. We have the Volkswagen Taos, so we have a little crossover all-wheel drive. And I would say I've test drove the Tesla Model S too, so I've driven a different range of vehicles. This truck compared to my Mustang is way smoother of a drive. It handles these bumps in the roads great. It's not as smooth as what your Ram 1500 or your Ford F-150 would be. Those trucks have a little bit better suspension on them. They're bigger trucks. They're made for a little bit more heavy-duty things. This truck does have the leaf springs in the rear, so that gives it a little bit more of a stiffer ride. But this versus our Taos, I would say this is a little bit smoother than the Taos. It handles those bumps. It's a lot more. It doesn't take those bumps as rough as the Taos does. Definitely a lot smoother than the Mustang. The Mustang had a stiffer suspension, obviously. It was definitely rough. I would say around town, this does have the electronic power steering, so it does change depending on your speeds. So like highway speeds right now, I'm doing 75. It's a little bit stiffer. The steering wheel, I love the way the steering wheel feels, and this might hurt some feelings, but I like the way the steering wheel feels more than my Mustang. The Mustang was great. I could stiffen the steering, I could soften it, put it in comfort mode, whatever. This feels better and more responsive than the Mustang steering, which that's always been a problem in the Mustangs. But this feels better than that. Low rides, like going around town and things like that, this truck does amazing. This, under 45, the steering wheel softens up so much you just use your finger to steer the truck. It's great. The dash is great. You can change the dash. I've shown that in the previous video. You can check that out if you want to see it. Road noise, highway noise, the speed limit to work and home is 80 miles per hour. The one I'm on right now is 75. So wind noise, it's minimal. I mean, it's barely there. You don't notice it, especially if you have the radio on. I don't have the radio playing right now for copyright reasons, but if I'm silent for a second, there is very minimum road noise and wind noise. These tires are all-terrain Wranglers. There is a little bit of road noise, but it's nothing bothersome. The cab noise cancellation is great. The fuel mileage on this truck isn't exactly where I would expect it to be for a mid-sized truck with a 4-cylinder engine, but I guess with a smaller engine and a bigger vehicle, it's kind of putting in more work. And then, like my Taos's 4-cylinder engine, and the 4-cylinder engine in the Taos gets around 22 miles per gallon, and that's mostly in-town driving. So different vehicles, slightly different 4-cylinder engines. So I guess, for the size of this vehicle, this is wrong. I'm actually averaging 18 miles per gallon. That's good enough for me. I mean, most trucks are gonna get that, but I did have a Ram 1500 with the 5.7 liter V8, and it averaged 20 miles per gallon. So could these be better? I think so. But is it good enough? Yeah. But the drive feels amazing. I haven't taken this off-road yet to really see what that feels like. I plan to, like I want to test out the 4-wheel drive, just to see how that feels. But 2-wheel drive mode, driving on the road, in town, this truck feels amazing. I wouldn't want anything else. I say that a lot, but I trade my vehicles a lot, so we'll see how the future goes. But this truck feels great. I love the interior. The cab view of driving is great. And I watched a video, somebody had a Colorado ZR2 today. This is just a little extra input there, but they were complaining because they had to go into the screen to change their music. But there are actually buttons back here behind the steering wheel. On the right side, you have your volume up and down, and on the left side, you actually have your song change. So, you know, that's just a little tip for those of you that don't know it, because I thought it was silly that you wouldn't know that, because like you can feel them. There's obviously buttons there, but I guess if you drive like this all the time, or like this, you're not gonna feel it. But the seats are comfy. I do have the base trim, so I have the cloth seats, but even with the base trim, the seats are comfy. The ride's comfy. My Mustang kind of gave me some back issues driving it all the time. This, I've had it for a little over a week, and it's amazing. I am so happy with my decision to trade the Mustang in on this. I want to do like a little overlanding build. I've already got, like, you know, some survival kits in here in the cargo areas and things like that. I want to put either a camper shell or like one of those overlanding racks back there with the molly panels, and, you know, do that stuff, get it ready for camping and off-roading. But yeah, this video was just because some people requested to have me talk about how the truck drives. I think it drives amazing. Like if you're coming up from a car or a small crossover like the one in front, this truck is going to be a lot smoother on the road than those, surprisingly, especially with this being more off-road oriented. The suspension on this is great. Like I wouldn't ask for anything else. I mean, if you want something a little bit smoother, I would say get a full-size truck so you have that full independent suspension. But the leaf springs in the back, they really aren't, you know, an issue for me. We'll see how they hold up over time. But yeah, this truck is amazing. I really don't know what else to say about the drivability. The cruise control works great. It's not adaptive cruise control. I wish people would make up their minds and get over if that's what they want to do. Hesitation causes accidents. But it's not adaptive cruise control, so that's not really an issue for me. Adaptive is nice, especially if, you know, you catch yourself daydreaming. I know a lot of us do. It'll slow you down. But what I have here is the forward collision. You can change the gap adjustment, so the closer you are to a vehicle, then it will start to alert you. I keep it on the furthest just for safety, you know. My Honda Civic I had saved me once. It hit those brakes way before I even reacted and saved me from getting in a fender bender. But overall, this is a great truck. If you don't need a full-size truck, you just need something to haul your dogs, family, or pull some trailers, or, you know, go to Lowe's and pick up some stuff every once in a while. This is an amazing truck. I couldn't ask for anything better. GM did great with this truck and the Colorado. The only opinion that I would have, or the input, is I would say for the price point, and it depends on your preference, but for me, for the price point, the GMC looks better because they all come with the factory 2-inch lift and a wider stance than some of the Colorado models. But yeah, if you're looking at getting one, I would say do it. You won't regret it. And, you know, I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what else you guys would like to see, or what else you want to know about the truck. I have a few other video ideas in mind, but like I said in previous videos, I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark and start doing giveaways. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, help me out. I'm really working towards growing this channel into something cool. But I'll see you guys in the next video.